You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry, ChillyBoy Chillson, and this is my review for Rental Family. Now, before we get into this review, go ahead and click that like button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. Rental Family is a 2025 dramedy from director Hikari. Struggling to find purpose, an American actor finds an unusual gig with a Japanese agency to play stand-in roles for strangers. As he immerses himself in his clients' worlds, he begins to form genuine bonds that blur the line between performance and reality. As well as Mari Yakamoto, Takahiro Hira, and Akira Imoto. So I had the opportunity to check out Rental Family at the 2025 Toronto International Film Festival before it gets a worldwide release in November 2025. And this was definitely one of my most anticipated films of the festival. I loved the trailer for this. I've been anticipating this film ever since I heard about it and saw those trailers. So when I saw that it'd be playing at TIFF this year, I ran to the theater to get my shot at seeing it. And ultimately, I think Rental Family is a very good film, but not quite the knockout I was hoping for. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. Well, I have to kick things off with our acting performances because the entire ensemble is absolutely fantastic, and that is, of course, led by Brendan Fraser, who's perfect for this role. I literally don't think I could envision anyone else playing this character. He is so suited for this man, and he kills it. He gives everything you need, that warm, beautiful energy just ruminating throughout. But he gives so much more than that. A real depth to his character, this longing he has pretty much from the start of the film, and he depicts it so well in such subtle manners. It is really a beautiful performance from Fraser. My other standout is Akira Imoto. I thought he was also fantastic as this aging actor who basically is just trying to be seen and live in his older age when his family and life is trying to forget that he is still here and still alive. And he does so much in this movie. His segments are definitely some of the standouts, and his performance carries that. I also really enjoyed the musical selections as well as the original score, which is really emotive. Some people may find it a little bit emotionally manipulative, possibly, but I actually thought it created such a nice atmosphere. It's a unique score that has feeling, that has emotion, and really enhanced my personal viewing experience with Rental Family. I do think the direction is quite nice. The locations and cinematography all look fantastic as well. And it gets down to the emotional core of what it's trying to say about human connection, about bonds, purpose, belonging. It really does get to those points through these various stories we're being told to where the end result is ultimately satisfying. It hits all those emotional notes well. So you're left with a really crowd-pleasing film that I think a lot of people are really, really going to enjoy, and one that I myself had a very nice time with. So then, what doesn't work so well when it comes to Rental Family? Well, I think the screenplay is the biggest issue by and large with Rental Family. That's where all of the cracks really form. That begins with the storylines we follow. They're nice. We get montages and we see Brendan Fraser's character really working with a lot of different people, and that works. But then we hone in really on two distinct stories. One that the trailer heavily shows, this daughter who is being told he is her father, and as I said, this aging actor. I think the aging actor is actually by far the most interesting of the subplots, my favorite, and I think maybe we should have solely focused more on that. Because unfortunately, the daughter's storyline feels underbaked. So possibly if we would have spent all of our time with him in this scenario, kind of like the trailers suggest, it could have worked. But even in that case, that's the more predictable, stereotypical storyline for this film. You pretty much know exactly where that one is going to go, how it's going to play out. You can telegraph it right from the get-go. And I think the film struggles from all of our side characters not having quite enough development. And that includes this little girl. That definitely includes her mother in the film. That includes all of his fellow employees at Rental Family, the agency he works for. I will say, I think that his coworkers there do get more development than pretty much anybody else in the film, and they have some interesting aspects to them. However, even some of their turns are a bit dramatic by the end. And while I think it does hit on the emotions and it does an adequate job, and it does a very nice, lovely job of having you feel those emotions, it doesn't do anything particularly new. It doesn't say anything particularly unique in those senses. So I think other films have portrayed similar ideals, similar emotions in more effective fashion. So overall, I enjoyed Rental Family. I think this is a lovely film that is sure to be quite the crowd pleaser. I think a lot of people are going to fall in love with this film, and it's going to be one that's hard to dislike. It's just a lovely watch full of very good performances and a nice takeaway message. Unfortunately, it just didn't hit all of the highs I was hoping for, and it falls short of being great for me, but still a worthwhile watch once it hits theaters in November. A great holiday film. So that was my review for Rental Family. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and click like down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos, including each and every one of my reviews from TIFF. Also, make sure to join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Rental Family? Let me know all of your thoughts and comments either in that comment section down below, or you can hit me up over on Twitter and Blue Sky. I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.